For me, there's no sense to sell the fresh fish in Singapore because if we import the fish from Japan, at least it takes 3 or 4 days. Hello, my name is Taku Ashino, the owner chef of Ashino Sushi restaurant, and this is the first time to see the back scene for the restaurant. I was born in Tokyo, then I trained sushi in Tokyo, then opened the restaurant in Tokyo. It's a bit boring for me. I want to make something new and I want to do challenging in other environment. So that was Singapore because the MBS Hide Yamamoto invited me as a head chef there. Then after I took care for there 1 year and a half, I opened my own. That was 2015. Most of the sushi restaurant, I believe, is get the fresh ingredients and then cut and make the sushi. But my philosophy is Edomai style. So Edomai style is each fish got each devices or some works behind the cut. That is known as the aging fish, the cutting skill, and also the many methods for aging fish. I want to proud the Japanese technique that's called shinkeijime. So without shinkeijime, all the fish feel stress when they died. So it doesn't mean that Japan fish is good, or it doesn't mean the local fish is bad. I believe the shinkeijime techniques enhance and keep the local ingredients for the savory. When I train in Tokyo, my boss known as the H fish, but I was number 2 chef, so I follow his style, and since he's not so much inside the restaurant, I could improve my skill a lot. Then I got also many idea to improve his idea, so that is the way I did when I opened my restaurant. For me, the knife is the most important, how sharpen and how we take care. Yeah, so knife skills, if the knife is well sharpened, also when we cut the fish meet no damage. For example, we are so busy, then no time to sharpen the knife. That is my stress. So I'm gonna cut. I show you the preparation for the 193 kg tuna from Chiba Prefecture. The tuna supplier name is Hicho. Is known as one of the most famous tuna supplier in the Toyosu market. And before we serve the guests, I soaked in special tuna soy sauce, which is using for 10 years continuously. So the soy sauce absorbs all the umami of tuna. That is one of the secret for the tuna soy sauce. And I always serve the zuke maguro, the lean meat, soaked in marinated in soy sauce. That is shows our attitude, everything. So I serve as a fast sushi. So this is soy sauce I use for the lean meat, for the zuke maguro, and this one continuously using for 10 years. So nobody can buy it. I create taste, and this sushi shows our history. For me, there's no sense to sell the fresh fish in Singapore because if we import the fish from Japan, at least it takes 3 or 4 days after catch. Yeah, so I think the skill for the aging is effective in the abroad. That is my idea. If we are in Japan, of course we can say emphasize the freshness. But here in Singapore, how we can serve the freshness? without catching the local fish, right? So that is the basic idea. So it's more than 10 years. Then through my common friend, since we met, he treat me so good. Because one is I do the work in outside Japan. So for him, the most important thing is to spread the shinkeijime technique to the world. So for example, the stingray, known as their blood is so ammoniac. But after shinkeijime, no smell at all. So we can eat everything, even the liver. And the stingray liver seems one of the best umami ingredients if properly done by the shinkeijime. But if there's no shinkeijime, you cannot eat too much smell. And the stingray is very important for Hasegawa-san himself because in the beginning he started shinkeijime for the stingray. All the fishermen say he touching the rubbish, something like that. Right. So nobody appreciates his work in the beginning. So he was so isolated in the pot. But he believed himself that these techniques makes much better taste. Then after his skills are admitted, all the fishermen follow the shinkeijime stingray. Then in the beginning, nobody buy it, so it was free. But after he do the shinkeijime, nowadays the stingray is including the item for the auction. It's recognized slowly, and also somebody can buy the shinkeijime stingray. The stingray is, as a fisherman, is very waste thing because it's always catching the net. But they always have to throw away. But now, after one techniques, then they can sell. So the stingray is one of the most important item for the Hasegawa-san himself. And I know that story, so I keep on using his stingray. And the most amazing thing is the fish is of course amazing, but his octopus and the squid is also totally different. For example, the octopus, what I learned is we have to massage more than 1 hour to reduce their smell and the stickness. But I found that stickness is from the octopus themselves, the stress. So the stress-free shinkeijime octopus, there's no stickiness at all. After the braise, the aroma is outstanding. I never taste the aroma, octopus aroma like that. So in most of the sushi restaurant, the octopus must be alive, but it was not true. Yeah. If properly done by the shinkeijime is the best because they are very strong, so they can survive. Some of the ingredients is better for the after age, but aging skill requires many techniques and experiences. So also not so many chefs can handle it. Most important is I need to catch the pickleball umami. So next one is aji aged for 8 days. So next fish is from Hasegawa-san, Kinmedai, golden eye snapper. This is one of the popular fish because a lot of fatty and the texture is also nice. Nishin. Rare to see as a sushi because so many bones inside. The texture is also very nice. So I don't want to lose the texture to cut the bones. It's a natural ice, so we need to top up every day to maintain the coolness inside. But as long as the ice exists, we can keep the fish for the best environment. So the reason is the natural ice got the moisture, so best environment to keep the fish. So that's why I don't put the wrapping inside the himuro. I don't need to do because it's got a moisture, so the keep maintain the fish in the best condition. So that means, in the other hand, the electric one is cooler but drier. So that's why we need to prevent a dry skin become dry. We need to do lapping. But this one has got moistureness, so we don't need to do the lapping. Yeah, it's cost 30,000 Sindal. For the Shinkejime squid, is no fishy smell at all, and the sweetness is outstanding, especially after aged. So this is the only species I do aging. Most of the squid I use for fresh, but this is the better for the age to get the sweetness. So the reason why I do aging this meat is a very thick meat. So after age we can get creamy and sweet. But other cuttlefish or squid better for the texture. So to remain the texture, I don't do aging. So it's exactly the 3.8 kg aorika, over squid, the inner bones. Since the meat is so heavy, all the bones inside is broken naturally. And Shinkeijime by Hasegawa-san. Shinkeijime medai, butterfish by the Hasegawa-san. Nobiru, soy sauce. Nobiru is a mountain vegetable. Around 1-2 minutes. This one is not all the time, but this time I want to use the hana zansho. Hana zansho is a sansho pepper flower. Only 2-3 weeks in a year. So I combined this with this fish. So actually we do the aburi for the skin side. Normally use the wasabi, but only this season I can use the. So the next one is Shinkeijime sea bream. Shinkeijime by Fujimoto-san. So especially the Fujimoto-san known as the sea bream and the pomfret. So his sea bream is I think best quality and top quality and not easy to get. It's already aged for 1 week. Even after 1 week, the meat is still shining and still got the texture. Especially watch out this red part. Usually after 1 week, this part going to be black or brown, but even still pink after 1 week. I don't feel anything yet because for me the 10 years is so fast, and especially we had to overcome the COVID term. Yeah, but that time was very tough for us, but also many gifts from the suffering time because I support the medical people to free futomaki, all of them. Nowadays I start do the Shinkeijime, Singapore fish. So I think one of the big contribution to the Singapore as well. So of course the local fish is not familiar ingredients, especially for the high end. But I believe the edomae means originally the fish used only from the Tokyo Bay. So originally the idea of the edomae spirit is respect the local ingredients. But from now, I think the Shinkeijime technique shows that all over the world the fish can serve as sashimi or good quality by the Shinkeijime technique. So I believe I myself is a edomae spirit sushi artisan. So that's why next stage to use the local fish. It's followed by the edomae spirit. So it's called a shakujion. Shaku is 30 centimeters. So I put the ice not this distance, like far away. Then all the salt go split equally. So this technique is a edomae technique, and I believe this technique makes the local fish taste much better. So the meat is still fresh, the meat is active, so that they don't absorb the salt. But if I do too much, it's no good. As long as follow my spirit, I need to improve to use more for the local ingredients into our original sushi style. And it takes time, but I keep on practice to using the local fish more. And of course, other than the local fish, my supply, I believe, is one of the top quality in Japan. But amazingly, the shinkeijime supplier like Hasegawa-san or Fujimoto-san also support what I do in Singapore. Rice is most important for me, so I'm the only user the iron kettle, which is a very heavy traditional iron cask. Most of the Tokyo top restaurants, of course, they use the iron kettle, but I'm the only user in Singapore. Without using that cask iron, I think I cannot handle our quality. Yeah, because everybody watching out on top the fish, but most important is the rice. And also the rice, I control the best temperature for each ingredients. The rice is blending the two kinds of sushi rice. One is from Hokkaido and one is from Niigata. To control the temperature makes a different flavor and tension. And when we cook the rice, we use the Mount Fuji water, import from Japan. Because the Japanese cuisine, the most important is the water. And we cannot get the same quality water from Singapore. Rice and kettle and water, that is the most important. And of course, I take care of the outside temperature and climate to adjust the subtle control of the cooking rice. Because the iron kettle is very sensitive tools, so we also to be sensitive to keep the quality always same. はい、今ご覧になったようにシャリ切りが終わりました。この後、シャリを寝かせて少し待ちます。ということは、お客様をこれからお迎えするということです。今日は一日ありがとうございました。ここでまた皆様とお会いできることをお待ちしています。さようなら。